Hello everyone, Trigan here, and welcome back to City of Heroes. Remembering City of Heroes anyways, via Paragon chat. Got Lance here. And we are still having a look around in Croatoan. I'd actually intended Friday there was a big party here. Oh, I just got a badge. Oh, there it is. See, if you're not familiar with the game, you would travel around the city and you could find these little guys here. They were exploration badges. Most of the stuff didn't really get you anything special. There were a couple of things you got if you got all of the right badges. Most of it was just for the sake of having them. So yeah, we're still in Croatoan here. I was going to log on here Friday night because there was a big online to-do for the, I guess it would be the 13th anniversary now of the game's launch. Unfortunately, as some of you know by now, I've been having some health problems, and I just was too darn tired Friday night to do it. And as you can tell from my voice, I'm still not feeling good. It's just been up and down and up and down. I'll be okay for a day or two, and then I'm sick again. But yeah, here's, I made a joke in the last video about the mushrooms, and here's one of the little portals you would use to go to certain missions. I don't remember a bridge here. But yeah, I remember all these woods, just so spooky and everything. That was bizarre. My compass looked a little odd there. Maybe it's just my brain that's a little odd. Not sure what these standing stones things are. We were seeing those before. I was also seeing some markers. They look like gravestone markers, but I don't think they're gravestone markers. Yeah, like this right here. I wish I could spawn in some of the creatures and stuff. Oh, here's where we're at the end of the last episode. I wish you could spawn in some creatures and stuff, but I'd have to go to Icon for that. Paragon Icon is another program that lets you log in, but it's not like Paragon Chat. It's just, you're just logging into it locally. But, there I could actually spawn mobs and stuff. Might have to do that at some point just to talk about the various creatures. Alright, so here's where we are here. You can see I've been flying around sort of in circles. It's odd that my little map reveal didn't save from our last session. But yeah, I remember coming up here to do these missions. This is diagonal, okay. Coming up here to do these missions on this hill. And I remember that being a real pain in the rear. Excuse me. For goodness sakes. Yes, I keep having bouts of hiccups. And yes, that is driving me nuts. Can we get down in here, or are we stuck above the trees? There we go. Interesting music change. It's another circle. This up here, you can tell by the red circle around it, is a, more of a dangerous hazard zone. Oh, goodness. Ridiculous hiccups. Then you got this sort of, this much more open area here with all the, how did I get turned around? The more open area there with the hills. Like, I'm trying to remember what used to be on the hill there. I'd have to go and look it up on the wiki, I guess. I don't remember. Thinking there were werewolves, but that doesn't seem right for Croatoa. Ooh, looks like a cave entrance here, yeah. This would be a mission entrance. Interesting. Oh, and a road here. I don't remember ever being over here. Okay, now I remember being over here for missions. I was gonna say that I remember there being like farms and stuff, but and no, that's not an audio problem. I'm still hiccuping. Oh goodness. Why this started all of a sudden just as I'm recording. Oh, passed over another badge. There it is, right there. Oh goodness. I'm sorry. I really and there really isn't anything I can do about it at the moment. Usually they don't last this long. Try a drink of water. There we go. Yeah, and I was thinking that this was down here near this. Okay. I want to go back to Talos. Okay. So yeah, that was always some interesting missions there. I'm trying to remember what villain group the witches were part of. There was the group that had the red caps, and then there was the one Tuatha or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't quite remember it, and probably wouldn't know how to pronounce it properly if I did. Founders Falls. Did we go through Founders Falls? I don't know if we did. It's sort of boring. Where is the entrance to... You can see this is a pretty good sized area here, and you would have occasionally the ghost ship would be sailing around here. Great big, like a great big bulk freighter with ghosts on it, and they would sail around all over the place. I think it would even sail up onto the land too. It didn't pay any attention. It'd also be an Independence port, so it wasn't just here. But I want to go over and have a look at Dark Astoria. I think it's over here. I think. I was looking at the map, I was looking for the entrance, and I don't see it. There's Skyway here, there's Founders Falls. But I'm thinking it's either along here or over here, one of the two. I guess let's head straight over, and then we'll just go south along the wall. That looks like that's it right there. Now the hazard zones all had these big, huge gate things in the wall. And these zones aren't supposed to be like butted up against each other. I guess, these areas outside of the zones, I guess, are abandoned parts of the city. Interesting. The gate's shut. Okay. So we'll go this way. I don't remember ever seeing the gate shut, but... Now, this is the new Dark Astoria. That the zone had a whole revamp in the last couple of years. I don't remember exactly how close to the shutdown it was, but it definitely changed it a lot. Both versions had their charm. This one has got the red war walls. Very freaky. But it is a whole new set of missions and new contacts, and the zone all completely different. I mean, in terms of how it appeared, I think the street layout and everything is the same. Whoa, howling. But the old Dark Astoria, I think, was dominated by the Devouring Earth, and I don't think it was the Devouring Earth dominating it after the revamp. Pretty sure it wasn't, but I don't remember what it was. The static traffic is a little odd. Creepy dead tree. Another creepy dead tree. So you have these grates like this that would usually be entrances to the sewers, for missions in the sewers. Did we ever go down in the sewers? I think we did. It's like we went through a barrier. Ooh, look at this. See, and I think all this was new. I don't think this was in the zone before. Could be wrong. Yeah, this whole red area, I think, is either completely new, wasn't here at all before, or was, you know, heavily revamped. Look at this. Like, oh, it's like a spiky snake. Little scales and everything. Scary. Oh, there's like mist down here. Ooh, very spooky. Whoa. Yeah, I remember coming here for a mission. It's like a giant thing's head. I think this would be like a mission portal here where you'd go through that smoke and enter a mission. Think. Or something like that. Alright, let's do this now. Echoes. Okay, Echo Dark Astoria. We'll go to the original Dark Astoria now. So you can have a look-see at that. Same map. If I can get myself turned the right direction, there we go. But yeah, it's always super foggy like this. Now this, I mean, this zone, even Croatoan too, they weren't as heavily traveled zones. Dark Astoria, especially the original Dark Astoria here, was not well traveled at all. There weren't very many missions in it. City of Heroes had several zones like that just seemed like never got used, or the use they originally had sort of, you know, got outdone by changes. interchanges to the game, or the mission content would be gone. Graveyard here. Oh, so interesting. It looks like this was still a creepy big zone over here, but it was a big graveyard. That's cool. It was like something erupted up out of the graveyard. That's not the least bit creepy, is it? Oh, face not covered, and we're safe. Doctor Who reference, check. Whoa, what's that? I don't remember this. Oh, cool. Chasm back here. A chasm of monstrosities. Where are we? Okay, we're around the back side of it now. Oh, it's really interesting. I don't remember ever being back here. I mean, I did a few missions in the original Dark Astoria, but I don't remember ever coming back into this area for missions. If you did missions back here, let me know in the comments. Tell me what they were like. You know, back in the old version here. This is neat. Oh, badge. Oh, I don't know where it was. Sleeper below badge. Oh, interesting. That sort of ties in with the redone stuff. The thing erupting up out of the ground. Did the sleeper awaken? The sleeper must awaken. And Dune reference check. I went this way before. So yeah, there would be devouring earth all over the place here. Sort of reminds me of Great Wall. It's a road, but the top of the Great Wall looks like a road too. Ooh. Oh, it looked like a creepy hand at first. Wow. Pretty impressive mausoleums here. Where are we? We're almost out of the zone. So this is where we entered the zone, and the other one looks a little different. I wonder what's with all the abandoned cars and stuff. I remember the lore of this area. Alright. Okay, so we've taken a look at this. Let's go on over and have a look at a zone that we would have spent a lot of time doing missions in. Brickstown. I remember doing lots of missions here. There we are. Back into a regular city zone. No, that big ziggurat there is actually the prison. And if you were playing on the villain side, when it first came out, you would have actually started here. You wouldn't actually be in this zone. You'd be in a mission zone. But it actually started here with a breakout from the prison. Which is sort of funny in a way, because at that time the hero tutorial was Outbreak, where I think you were investigating outbreak of disease, and then the villains were doing a breakout as they broke out of the prison. But yeah, there's a lot of street hunting here. There'd be a lot of Cray here and the council. And I think when they brought the fifth column back, I think the fifth column was here a lot too. Where were we? Okay, there's the trade. So I remember doing lots of street hunting here, taking out council. I'm trying to remember. I think it must have been for your aura mission, maybe. There'd be lots of council around here that you could fight to complete those missions. And then I think down here we got a couple of contacts. Yeah, right here. Now, this was the contact in this area. Miss Barely Clad. No, I'm sorry, excuse me, Swan. And then Manticore got added here later on. Now I'm trying to remember if this was in when the game closed down, or if this was stuff that was originally... I think this was part of the setup for I-24 when I-24 was going to come out. So I think... Is this here? This might be the alternate guy from the other universe. Interesting. Ew. Weird lizard guy. Wow. Okay. I also found it's interesting how the different zones in City of Heroes had, and it's one thing I really loved about City of Heroes, especially when you play and comparing to Champions and to a lesser degree DCUO. The zones in City of Heroes all had their own sort of character, their own flavor. I mean, a lot of times you could tell what zone you were in, or at least narrow it down to a couple different choices by the architecture, by the atmosphere. So I remember going up and down this street with the overhead train rails many times doing missions. Not sure what the little caged areas were for. Oh, there's the police station. Stop here and talk to your contact. Might be this guy or one of the ones inside. To get police missions here. There are police missions in each zone. And bank heists in each zone. Well, not in every zone, but... what's playing? Rise of the Council. I'm sure the council guys that all lived in this area loved that. Now, here's the entrance to Cray's Folly, but we're not going to go in there today. But there would be lots of Cray around as well, and around the prison you'd have prisoners, who I guess were out of their cells. I don't know why else you would be going in there and beating them up, but... And of course your hospital right here. If you died, you would res the hospital, unless you had a healer to res you. But I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about my voice and hiccups and all of that. I really need to get to the drugstore and try some different drugs to deal with this stuff. See if I can get control of it. Hate to have to go back to the doctor again. I'd rather just treat this with over-the-counter stuff. I've been to the doctor's office so many times in the last month and a half or so. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, tickle that like button for me. Please share it out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And we will definitely see you in our next video. Have a great day, everyone.